What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the TheStankCast. I am your host, Stank. Today I am rejoined by the wonderful Karis Martin and Craig Cowie. On today's episode, we're going to be having a wee talk about the recent UFC main event, the fight between Islam Makhachev and Volkanovski. There's another fight on this weekend with Viddals Riley, so we'll talk about that a little bit too, and then afterwards we'll just see what happens. So welcome back, guys. Karis, Craig, how are you?
What's happening, man? How's it
I'm
going?
good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Did you enjoy your wee trip on the podcast the first time?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
So nice, I had to do it twice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was mad. It was
Yeah,
mad.
I really
was,
enjoyed it. It's weird hearing yourself.
Yeah. No, I've not listened to it.
You've not?
No, I've not listened to it. I won't listen to it. My voice sounds horrendous.
Well,
Not punishment enough that everyone else has to listen to it. Never mind me.
everyone else said you sounded great. So good comments, wasn't it? But today, we're going to talk about the Volk Islam fight.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Well,
I definitely think Volk won it.
yeah.
100%.
I think
Well,
it
let's
was
start off.
awesome to begin with.
What happened?
Just the first say, I think it was awesome.
Yeah, the
It
fight was
Yeah,
an
it
awesome.
incredible
was such
fight.
a
Yeah,
good
it's just aside from anything, it was a fantastic
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, it was a really good spectacle.
I think folk underestimated Volk so much. Like,
100%.
But then I think, obviously, other way around, Islam, like, everyone underestimated him striking.
Definitely. Oh, they definitely did. He even admitted himself after the fight that he underestimated it because he did, to be fair, and you could tell. And then the couple of like mad stiff left jabs from Makhachev, and yeah,
Definitely
Makhachev is quite a good
rocked him.
striker. To be fair, yeah, he isn't just a wrestler. I think he's really quite good at both. To be fair,
Yeah, well, he's improved on his striking in recent years, Islam.
for sure.
Mhm.
But Volk's very well-rounded.
yeah.
And he put it
Mhm.
on show, in
For-
my opinion. He put it on show. In the first round, I think Islam got the better of him
Yeah.
in the first round.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't. There was definitely moments in the first round where Volk had the better of him, but I believe Islam with the back control in the first round had that.
yeah.
Mhm.
Had that first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in that first round, I think Volkanovski came in thinking he was just gonna like piece him up in the first round, and I think he got like a really good shot within the first like minute or so. But then obviously Islam actually done really good at fighting back, and then like you say, got a nice bit of control at the end. So I think I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah, but in the second round, he took it from me. He took the second round.
I
didn't
think so too.
Yeah, Volk definitely. Nah, I think Volk had, the second round, definitely.
it? On the scorecards, all the judges
Thought that.
gave the second round to Makhachev.
Mhm.
Now
Yeah.
we can look at the scorecard, as I'll bring up.
What do they know?
yeah, true.
Nah, yeah.
Compared to us. But it's just weird to see because on all three scorecards they gave it 10-9 to
Yeah.
Makhachev.
There is a potential for bias. Like I
Yeah, it
really
was
like
close,
Volkanovski,
but-
to be fair. So it is entirely likely that I was just watching him through gloried eyes. Like it's
Maybe.
entirely likely.
Same.
But I don't have any bias towards either of them. But
I
from
really
watching it-
like Volk. I really like. I
Mhm.
like Islam as well, but I really like Volk. So
He's
it was,
so
I was,
technical.
Yeah, and he's sound as well. He's funny. He's funny. He's so funny.
The lead up to this fight and the amount of like stuff going on between Craig Jones and all them taking the piss out of
Mhm.
Islam has been hilarious.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm sure it was it. I don't know if it was Craig Jones, but one of the pages that was on about it posted a thing saying, what was it? It was about Australian rugby. It was like just about how Australian rugby is actually better. That was it. If Sambo was easy, no, if Australian rugby was easy, it would be called Sambo. That's what they're saying because they make the jokes about jiu-jitsu being easier. But then obviously that he's just a fucking Australian rugby player, and he managed to like at some points actually out wrestle Islam, which was mad impressive.
yeah,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
counter wrestling was unreal. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah, later in the fight, he definitely showed his wrestling more. I felt like he could have took more chances in the first and second round.
I completely agree.
He could kind of like, if you're looking at it neutrally, I would say that he definitely could have done more in the first and second round. But he was definitely the aggressor as well.
I think for
was
the whole
pushing the-
fight, yeah,
He was pushing the pace the whole fight.
definitely.
He was trying to make sure Islam was on the back foot all the time, and a lot of the takedowns he stuffed. So for the first two rounds, you can kind of see because when he was attacking, he was feinting, but he wasn't ever throwing
Yeah.
big combinations. You know, it was the one shot he never followed up, and then Islam had a lot of the control. So you can kind of see why He gave him it, but he did pressure the fight a lot.
I think a little bit of the, obviously, of like the gravity of the situation will have been getting to him. You know, like it is the fight for like the pound for pound number 1 versus the pound for pound number 2, and I think he maybe just came a little more cautious than he maybe normally would. You know, like he normally comes more like combinations and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. But it was like little shots and then quite looping stuff, and I don't know if maybe the gravity of the situation was, you know what I mean, just getting to him a bit, and he wasn't able to just fight as technically as he can.
Yeah.
I think he still fought very technically, and it was really good. But I think, I think he's looked better in some of his other fights, even though he looked amazing in this fight. I feel like his striking's looked even better in other fights before this, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, striking, although it did look good, it has been crisper in other fights.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's been more impressive
He
in other
seemed,
areas.
that's what I'm saying, he seemed more reserved in the first and second round to throw crisp, sharp shots, you know?
Yes, yeah.
It was like he was fainting, waiting for something to happen, and then throws, and nothing happened.
Yeah, I think
Islam never threw anything.
Yeah.
Really. Like, he did catch him when he eventually came forward into the close space. He did, and they just started throwing bombs at each other, overhand hooks and stuff.
Yeah.
It was mad. They both did drop each other in that round as well, and Volk's drop of Islam was cleaner, in my opinion. You know,
Yeah,
he didn't drop him, he rocked him, and he
Yeah.
rocked him. If the cage wasn't there, he was going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Volk went down to one knee, but
Got back up just as quickly.
Yeah.
it was like bang, up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think his was more like when he landed him, he clipped it off of like was it not like a leg kick? He clipped him off a leg kick or
Yes,
something like
and
that.
so
So I don't
the
think
leg
it was
went.
actually the power of the shot that sent him. I think it was he was leaning back and he just clipped him and it just stumbled him a bit. So I think whereas I think Volk's shot on Islam was like it was the crispness and the power of the shot that like kind of caught him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Like round 2, definitely. Like watching this now is 100% think it is Volk's.
But even there,
Like
as you
he's
say,
countering, he's wrestling.
go on, Kay, say that.
Well, I was just saying he was like you can see the difference like in round 1 when there's a moment in round 1 where Islam goes to take him down and he almost has like a body lock on him, and Volkanovski just kind of gets stuck on his back, and it was impressive seeing in round 2 the exact same things happened, and as soon as he hits him he just switches his hips, comes round and then takes top position, and he does it another twice later on in the fight. So when you look at it like that as well, it's just good seeing like Volkanovski sort of like changing, you know what I mean? I think Islam spent a lot of the fight just like throwing ones or twos and then wrestling, whereas you could see Volkanovski switching it up to try and sort of like evade all the stuff that Makhachev was doing, and it was just something you've never seen someone do to him before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a kind of competition that Makhachev's never ever been used to, and it was mad impressive.
Like he was like adapting throughout the fight.
Yeah.
Like upping his technique every single time. Like he was identifying where he was going wrong and then rectifying it just as quick.
And you've seen it, because in round 5 it was like everything was answered. Every shot was answered, every takedown attempt was answered, everything was answered. If there was one more round, I think Volkanovski would have had the amount of time he needed to put all of the information he had together, and I think he would have finished them had there been another round. But obviously that's not how it works. You know, there is only 5 rounds. So
I think for me, round 1 and 2 were a lot of what you saw was Islam trying things, trying to take Volk down, trying to counter the shots, and a lot of it, the counter the shots did work a few times.
Yeah.
But the takedowns, they worked once, they didn't work the second time. It kind of seemed like he ran out of ideas after the third round, and the third round's the one where they were just banging. Like it was blow for blow. That was probably for me the closest round, but again on the judges' scorecard they all gave it to Volk, which was
it's because I think it's the wrestling. Like you see in round 3, like it was constant like defense of everything that Makhachev tried to do wrestling.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and he had all the answers for it. And then even like say was going for like had a couple of foot sweeps I think, and then like tried for that hip throw there to try and get him down and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like the counter to the wrestling was like really good, and I think he outstruck him. Like I don't think you could score round 3 any other way.
No, it was round 3 was a bit of a banger. I enjoyed round 3. Like there was a lot of back and forth, like you said.
Round 3 and 5 were the best too.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a Volk fan.
Yeah, and then 4, Makhachev just holds Volkanovski.
Right, what's your opinion on that? Because
Because Volk strikes Makachev so much, even in that like back control. Like, I don't know why that doesn't. Like you said, it was.
Yeah, I think it's as much as I understand like the idea of the back controls. It's like probably the most controlling position that you can be in a fight. You know what I mean? Round on someone's back, there's nothing they can do. All their limbs are out the way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's dangerous because it's most opportunity to cause damage, and I just don't think he caused any damage whatsoever. If anything, he took more damage being on the bottom. So I understand control time, but you surely have to give some level of counter to the control time for the lack of damage that he was landing in the control time, and the fact that he was taking more of it himself. Like, I think there has to be some level of balance. I understood he completely had all the control time, but he didn't do anything with the control time. If anything, he ended up coming off quite poorly himself from the control time. As much as he had his back, he took damage from it.
Yeah, he was burying his head in the back of Volk that whole time because he was getting so many blows to the head.
It just felt like he was just hanging on. Like everything, like you said, it felt like everything he'd tried up into round 3, he'd tested stuff. Volkanovski had countered most of it, and then in round 4, perfectly timed takedown, I'll say that. The takedown was fucking beautiful. It was perfect. But it was like, right, okay, it's worked. You know what I mean? He managed to get the takedown, he got on the back, and then it was like, right, you know what I mean? Like, I'm on the back now, I've finally done what I tried to do, it's finally worked. Like, nothing else has worked, like, I kind of need to just hang on, if you know what I mean? Yeah. And then you seen in 5th round, it was like, he almost looked beat. And that's like, he just seemed defeated.
I think he was so tired in that round. I think he was just holding them there, holding them there the entire round, just to try recuperate some, like, form of energy for that last round. And you can tell, like, even at the very end, he's done. Like, he's given up.
Yeah, 100%. Round 5 is just, like, Volkanovski complete, like, control. Like, he just dominates him on the feet, and then it comes down to the ground. Like, she ends up rocking him right at the end, putting him down in the guard, landing shots. I just think one more minute and he would have had it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but maybe not. But one more round and I definitely think he would have had it.
Because what was the final score? What was it? Thingy that?
It was 47-46, 47-46, 49-46. No, 48-47.
It came to 49-46 Makachev in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But the 5th round
that was from one of the refs, though.
Yeah.
The other 2 refs was 48-47.
Yeah, it was 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47.
49-46 referee needs sacked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit out there. Only one round to Volk, and it was the 5th. 10-9 round. Every other round he gave to Makachev.
Yeah, that's rough. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's
in the
wild.
4th round, that's where all the memes come from. The memes of Islam holding on for dear life. His face looked.
Yeah, it's especially right at the end of that 5th round when he's got him down. And he's like, he looks over at that camera on the right, and his face is just, he's just like he's just got this face of pure trauma. Like, get off me! Like, you could tell he was done with that fight. Yeah, like he was done. He was over that, and I think that totally showed. Like, his face for me just showed fear. Like, he just looked scared.
Yeah,
he looked too scared to be like this. Thank God this ends in 20 seconds, or I might have died.
Yep. It was very close though, but yeah, I'm biased towards Volk, and
I'm biased. Like, as much as that, like, an amazing fight from Islam, he's incredibly like to do that to someone like Volk. You know what I mean? When I'm saying kudos for how good Volk is and to have been able to do that, and like mad impressive. And like I say, it's not a robbery and all. I know some people have said it's a robbery. I don't think it is even slightly.
No, it was a close fight.
I think it was a close fight, and it could have gone either way. I just personally, for me, and it's probably the biased, is I would have gone Volk. But
it's just opinion. Yeah, it's just opinion, of course.
But I think there'll be another rematch.
They definitely have to.
Yeah.
It's so
you
close.
think they run that again?
Yeah,
yes,
I think
but
100%.
in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
So in somewhere in Russia, maybe. Somewhere in Russia or Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Where was it this time? Sorry.
It was in Perth.
Perth.
Oh,
was it?
So
it was back in Volk's hometown. That was because I don't know if it's 100%. I think it was like the first one they've done in Australia, maybe.
Right. Okay.
Or at least they've not done many. So he was like, I want it to be in Australia for.
It was the fact that Makachev was getting booed, like healthy booed at the end when it was obviously decided.
That's understandable if it's
like,
in Perth.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's lucky it wasn't somewhere like Brazil and that had happened, man. They would have been getting pure rocks chucked at
Yeah.
them.
Mhm.
I mean, glass pints being thrown over the head while they're trying to get the stadium. That's what happened at that last one,
Yeah.
that last UFC.
Or has there been talks about a rematch? Has there been
Nah,
talks about?
they'll
Nah.
not talk about that. But do you tend, like, when
Did
it's that
Volkanovski not tweet
close?
something?
Yeah, he tweeted that
He
he,
said he
watched
wanted
it back
one.
and yeah, he won. And he reckoned he had won that, and yeah, asked for another one.
Yeah, I think he said it was like,
I'll
just
get
watch that
I'll
back
get
now,
the
and
video.
I won 2, 3, and 5. I want a
Yeah.
rematch, I think is what he said.
Let me have a wee look. I'll just pull it up now.
I think it'll get promoted better as well because there wasn't a lot of promotion for this fight, was there?
Which was a sin.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
was a
see much of
sin.
it, but
Mm.
I saw them saying that it was a sellout in Perth, all this stuff. Like, it might have been promoted way more over there, but I don't know if it was because of the time difference or what.
Possibly.
Because it was the same time as most of the things are at.
Yeah, I
Dana
don't
White's always screaming to make as much money off it as he can. You know
I
what
don't
I mean?
understand
So,
it. Doesn't like why
It
were
was
we not
so
seeing
dialed
anything
down.
from it?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
would you not push a fight like that? Pound for pound number 1, pound for pound number 2. Why
Because
have you ever
Dana
seen that
says he was
before?
pushing it, and I didn't see nothing from it.
I don't think
Mm.
he was. He just wasn't. Like, see, when he's actually pushing fights, it's all you see on everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When did you ever see things? I only seen stuff because I follow that much MMA stuff.
There must be something going on behind the scenes there.
Yeah.
Must be.
I've got the
Must be.
tweet here. Alexander Volkanovski said, "Just watch the fight. I definitely think I won 2, 3, and 5. Surprised I didn't get my hand raised. Let's do the rematch anywhere, anytime."
Yeah, boy.
So
Yeah,
Volk's
I
down.
agree.
Volk
Absolute-
is down.
Absolute short king. What a guy.
Might make
Yeah,
a
like-
trilogy out of it, possibly.
Like,
Well,
he
if
did that-
if they get in Volk wins, then they would
Yeah.
they would have to do the
Yeah.
trilogy, which would be
Yeah.
phenomenal. If
If
that
Volk-
had to go to a trilogy, it'd be unbelievable.
That would be a good build up to that. If
If
that
Volk had
happens.
became the champ, would that have been better than McGregor's? Do you think?
It
Level
depends if he
opponent?
defended them, because he
Mhm.
said he said that he was going to win it, and then what he would do is he would do one better than McGregor, and he would defend them both.
Mhm.
So McGregor won both and then didn't defend,
Yeah.
Mhm.
whereas he said he was going to have it. He was going to beat Islam, then he was going to defend his featherweight belt, and then he would defend his other one as well. So he would defend and keep both of them. So like fight loads of times throughout the year and defend them both, because he's an absolute G.
My guy.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend.
Mhm.
That's why.
There's a chance of him fighting. I saw them talking to Henry Cejudo. He wants that fight with Volk.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
that's
that'd
one
be
down, though.
Do you know
that'd
what?
Be a good
Oh
fight.
my god,
That
Cejudo
would be-
Volkanovski would be incredible. It would be phenomenal. They're both the same.
Yep.
They're both just
Yeah.
like proper little stocky
But
guys, but they're
he's been out a
beasts.
while now. He's been
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
Cejudo's
been
out for
training
like
people.
yeah, true. But that doesn't give you fight experience. I know he's got plenty of fight experience,
And
but-
Volk's fight IQ is phenomenal.
and he's been constant, active.
Mhm.
Volk's been active, so I don't know. It's a nice fight. I would like to see it,
That would be good.
but I would like to see the Islam rematch first, and I would like to see more of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. I would like the
Right.
ideal scenario for me is rematch, Volk wins, then another rematch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
obviously the third one to find out who the ultimate one is. But the
Because
UFC
I don't
should
think
do
you saw
some,
the best of Islam there.
No.
the
I-
UFC
he
should do
so
some mad
deserved.
crossover thing where they do like both fight each other and whoever wins takes both belts or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
how they would do it because obviously they couldn't work away. But be like, right, meet us in the middle, like
Mhm.
140, meet us at 150. Both of you scrap. Winner takes both belts. You know what I mean?
I would just get messed up then. wouldn't
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be sick.
It would be good.
But I
It'd be
don't-
sick.
Does Makachev not struggle getting to that weight class though? Was
Yeah,
he not
he looked
crying at the weigh-in?
Awful.
I'm sure he was crying at it.
That's not true, surely.
Yeah, like he 100% was.
There's a video. Have
Like,
a
go
look at
watch
it.
it. Yeah.
Get it up, Jake.
Yeah.
there's a no, there's a video. There's
Yeah.
a video.
Yeah, like
Jake,
honestly.
Jake in the corner, bring up Islam Makachev, Wayne crying.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Jake, by the way.
Yeah, no, shout out to Jake.
He got better. He's back.
Islam.
Yeah, boy.
There's a video of him somewhere. Just put Islam Makachev weight cut. There's a video of him somewhere from one of his weight cuts, and honestly, like they have to pick him up off the floor, and they're like pulling his jacket off him, and he's like dripping. He looks like he can barely open his eyes now, and it's wild.
We really need to get you a keyboard.
I got all excited about
That's
talking about the
definitely
UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much opportunity with the UFC. Like after that as well. Like especially coming up, you've got the Conor McGregor going into.
There was the behind the scenes as well.
Oh yeah.
Tough.
Oh wait a minute. Here we go. We've got the video first.
What is this?
Honestly, telling you there's tears coming out of his eyes.
I'm just wanting proof of this for.
To
Audio
Islam
listeners, I just
Makachev
wanna-
crying.
Where is he?
Skip it along a bit. So.
That was Volk first.
Bald Queen.
He just makes
Bald
it
queen.
no bother.
I wouldn't say that to his face though, personally.
I would. He wouldn't hit me.
What?
I wear glasses. He wouldn't hit me.
They just need to get the like
probably
Velcro
would.
tracksuits, don't they? The
I think if you called him a bald queen, mate, you'd
He'd take
You
it well.
definitely-
He's from
but-
Perth. He'd take it well.
he would actually take it well, but you know, I don't need to be making those kind of enemies. I don't need the ego hit.
Maybe
of a
he would only
short guy
take it
beating
well
the
if I
piss
was
out of me.
bald.
there he is.
Absolute knees giving out trying to walk up the
Like
stairs.
he's, honestly, can't even concentrate walking. Look at the neck of him.
Aye, like Skeletor.
What's that, a junkie from our rough ice?
Yeah, like he struggles making that cut.
I wonder if he goes. I wonder if he went. Does he touch the top of the pole here? Wonder if he's doing his. Oh no, he's lifting the
No.
hands up. Good lad. Might be resting his knob on the inside of it though. We'll have to take it back.
Whoa. There'll be a lot of weight on that thing. What's going on with the crate? What's going on?
This is moving off so he can put his shorts on so he don't
Mhm.
pull
Alright,
away and
okay.
he's just swinging in the wind.
It doesn't look like he's crying, Karis.
Nah, 100%.
It does not look like he's crying.
Nah, I don't see
There
tears
was
there.
another video.
This was a waste of my time.
Jeez, I thought I was a Volk stan.
we have to-
Here's you being like, nah, he was greeting that.
What?
We have to make sure we get the facts right, and he was not crying. It's fine. I wouldn't believe that the champion would be crying at the weigh-in. No way.
I mean,
No way. That's just not happening.
Maybe post fight, but not pre.
Yeah,
pretty
he's not
funny.
coming in. He's not coming into the scales in tears.
No,
That fight's not going on.
She's just googling
I'm
now.
Googling
Islam
this.
Makhachev tears.
No tears.
What were we
Go
talking
on.
about before you were wanting to talk about his tears?
I don't know. I was just. Yeah, what? In tears as he makes weight for the UFC. I
Well-
want to swear, but I can't.
It's
Oh, you
on.
can swear.
I
It's not
suppose
that
it's
bad.
on your-
Spotify
no.
or sound.
Nah.
Yeah, I just made a joke about genitals, Karis. I'm sure you can swear it.
Fuck you guys.
Whoa. Somebody Jake bleep that out.
Bit aggressive.
Sorry.
We're not that technologically advanced yet. We've just got the human bleep. Yeah. But anyway,
yeah.
like I was saying, you've got after that you've got McGregor as well. McGregor
That's
and
what you're saying, yeah.
thingy with Chandler.
Tough. Yeah, the ultimate fighter.
Yeah, the Ultimate Fighter. Thank you for
Yeah,
putting
coaching
the words in my head. Yeah, he's doing the coaching series with Michael Chandler, and then fighting at the end of it. That will be. Yeah, I'm interested in that quite a lot.
Unreal.
I'm interested in that quite a lot.
Yeah,
I'll
that'd
watch
be
that.
unreal.
Because the first Ultimate Fighter that McGregor was in was really good. Like, almost like EastEnders, Coronation Street level of drama.
It was.
It was that good. You know, it was
Uh,
the train exploding in EastEnders. You know it.
No, I've got the right one.
I get that theme song lives in all of us, right? And we know it.
Yeah, through
Disclaimer,
trauma of
I've
being
never-
forced to watch it.
Anyway, yeah, McGregor coming back's good. I think that's good
Mhm.
for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If he gets through USADA,
Well.
that USADA is the testing pool
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for drugs, steroids and whatnot.
Yeah, he's not making that, is he?
Well,
Well,
this is
we'll
the
see.
have you seen? I think in a couple of pictures from like very recently, it already looks a little bit deflated. Like it already looks like
believe,
almost. I
right,
think he might have come off cycle.
He's been on steroids, right? He's
Yeah,
been fully.
100%.
He has to repair the way he needs
That's what
to.
I'm
Like you
saying.
don't have a choice in a thing like that. Like if you're a professional athlete and you want to repair what you need to repair, considering the extent of the damage that was on his body.
Yeah, that
it's
was a
something
really
that-
bad
it's
leg
something
break.
that it was a full on like
Yeah.
just gone. Like
Mhm. 3 places, no?
yeah,
Yeah.
but and it folded in a
3 places, and you had to get a metal bar put in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if he had to have the metal bar removed, but I'm assuming he would to be able to compete again.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
Otherwise, you're just kicking people with a metal bar in your leg. That's like kicking people with a baseball bat.
yeah,
You know?
I'll just loosen and stuff, and you end up breaking it again.
Yeah.
And things. I think it's the healing process. Like,
But he has been on steroids. He's admitted that. So
Yeah.
surely by now, I think he'll be. I don't know if the steroids will be out of the system by the time he comes to fight, whatever. Because he's not going to fight until the end of the Ultimate Fighter.
yeah, which they
Yeah,
don't
true.
even say that they said they don't even have a date for that yet either.
Yeah.
So
So
could
that'll
any
be
time.
the date will be whenever the drugs are out of the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think filming doesn't even start April or May. So the fight will be like at best early next year, like at the earliest, I'd imagine.
I've only seen like 1 or 2 seasons of The Ultimate Fighter. What actually happens? Like, I know it's a TV show, and it comes out like a TV show. But what happens? Like, explain it to me.
I think so. As far as from what the bits of it I've watched, it's like they get them all in like a house together. So it's like people that are high level fighters that have got like good wins on their careers and stuff, like either are undefeated or just like title holders in other divisions, just good fighters and stuff, and they'll get them all and they end up going in a house together and they're picked onto 2 teams. So 2 weight categories, mix them in between 2 teams, and they basically just like set up matches. So they'll fight. Whoever loses, I believe, gets kicked off, and then it just keeps on going, obviously, until they get to a final match. And then usually, I think it used to be that it was just the winner was awarded a contract. So like the winner at the end of it was awarded a UFC contract, but now they watch it all and they'll just pick the fighter. So I think usually the winner gets a contract, but if they think the other guy was good, they'll give him a contract. Or if there's other fighters that lost, but they were like really good and proper exciting and stuff like that, then they'll like give them contracts as well. So
Up and comers and stuff.
yeah, exactly. Like I think Tony Ferguson was on it. He was a tough person. Obviously Nate Diaz, he was the Ultimate Fighter, and Jamal Hill, obviously a light heavyweight champion now. He was they came up through the Ultimate Fighter. So
okay. So
yeah, it's been going on for ages. Like it's actually been since like a long time.
I think it's
a
on
long time.
season 31 now. I'm pretty sure.
This is what
Mad.
Yeah.
the next one's going to be season 31.
Yeah. I
That's a
think
bit
this
mental.
one with McGregor and Chandler is 31.
So it must be this year then. No?
Yeah. Is it not?
Yeah, well that's I think like April and May. I think they're on it.
Yeah, I'm
yeah. I
sure
think
it's like
April
end
or
of
May.
May or
Right, okay.
something.
That'll be exciting. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to
that'd
that.
be awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've not actually watched a lot of them, but I'll definitely watch that one because the McGregor's last one, it was against, what's his name? That's annoying. I can't even remember his name now, but he's it was against him, and some of the comments they were going back and forth. Saying he looked like a 50-year-old retired skater.
Wasn't it
No, he had
TJ Dillashaw?
Dylan Shaw, that big Dylan Shaw,
No,
TJ Dillashaw.
Dillashaw, whatever.
He called him a wee snake. He's
Yeah,
like a
that
little
was who it
rat.
was against, no?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. He was just on one of the teams. Him and Cody Garbrandt were 2 of the people on teams, but the guy that was actually ahead of it, I think, was it not? Who was the guy that he said looked like a 50-year-old retired skater?
I don't know.
It's really gonna annoy me that I've forgotten his name. Go and Google that, Jake. Google 50-year-old retired skater, and I'll bet you it comes up with Conor McGregor saying it to him, and it'll be a picture, and it's gonna annoy me. He like runs one of the gyms, I think. It's like American Top Team. Maybe that might not be the case. Either that, or it'll come up with a picture of Tony Hawk or something like that.
Yeah.
Did it actually?
Came up with Tony Hawk.
I'm typing in Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
What comes up?
Yeah. Who does it say? Does it have a picture of him?
It's got a small video.
Yeah, so it'll be it's
I'll see if we
it's
can
that
get
guy.
this up.
See when you see a picture of him, see
Let
if
me
you
show-
can, either
show
of the
me.
2 of you can remember what his name is. It's actually really bad that I've forgotten his name. It's ridiculous. Yeah. What's up, little man?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
orange cotton candy.
what's his name?
Oh, wait, in the comments, someone will definitely have said it. Uriah Faber.
Uriah
Faber.
That's it, yeah.
Uriah Faber, yeah.
Goodness, ridiculous! It took so long.
Oh
Faber.
my
yeah,
God.
yeah, that was fantastic. That whole season was amazing because
Oh, there's so
Cody
many clips
Garbrandt.
from that one, yeah.
Cody Garbrandt says he very nearly lost his chance at the UFC because he just about started on McGregor, and they were basically just like, listen, like basically touch him and we'll just chuck you out the house. And so he nearly lost his shot because he was waiting to try and batter McGregor because he annoyed him on that. Mad.
So it gets proper visceral.
It's
Yeah.
very like they get aggro. Like a lot of especially the
A lot of testosterone in
original,
one room.
especially the original ones where it was all mohawks and all the like mad clothes and stuff like that. They were wearing those ones. They just used to just about scrap in the house all the time.
Yeah, it was always carnage. It's like Big Brother, but on
Yeah.
roids.
Yeah, Nate Diaz about slapping people in the house and that.
I didn't realise Roy Nelson actually won season 10 from it. I was just reading
Roy
up bits on
Nelson.
it. Yeah.
Roy Nelson's
Big
a
country.
legend. Big country Nelson.
I don't know who Roy Nelson is.
He's just
actually
big
love him.
fat country guy from America that just used to slam people back
Oh.
in the day. Like, he was a really good fighter. He was just a belter.
We need to watch videos of him
See,
at some
it's
point.
mental.
At some
See,
point
if he
we'll
fought at his actual weight, the weight he should be at for his height, he would probably fight at like 155, and he would have dominated it because he's a beast. He's just a big fat dude. He was
Right.
amazing though.
I like big boys.
Yeah, big country Nelson.
He was my favourite at one point. I
For
just
sure.
loved watching him. He would honestly just smash folk. Like, technique, but honestly, just I'd hate
Pretty
to
sure he
take a
had
blow
like a
from him.
big mullet and a hand, like big country
Yeah.
Nelson. Jake, big country
Yeah,
Nelson.
go put on best
Get on Google.
bits.
Yeah, big country Nelson. That's what we're thinking about now.
I don't know. You've got to be some type of way to rock a mohawk. And,
Oh no,
and
this boy pulls us off. A
Yeah, but-
mullet.
yeah, but and do it well. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to be country enough. You know what I mean? Like,
There's redneck and then there's
yeah,
him.
yeah. There's goddamn redneck.
Oh,
There's
you
like
gotta
a
show me
difference.
this.
Yeah,
You gotta show me.
yeah.
that.
Big
Just
country.
big country Nelson. But if you get his highlights as well, he was a big little cook theme tune that just came over there.
Steve, what have you been watching
That's
on
got
your
nothing
YouTube?
to do with me. Yeah. Nothing to do with me.
Look at
yeah,
him.
look at that boy.
Whoa.
Look,
Big country Nelson.
he's a big boy.
It wasn't even as much as a mullet.
this
I
why-
think. I think he just had a long ponytail.
No,
I thought you
it's
said he had a
mullet.
mohawk.
No, mullet. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I meant mullet.
Yeah,
Did
I
I
had
say
a mullet.
mohawk?
I had a mullet.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's because you wanted to be like David Beckham, didn't you?
Shout out Beck, man. Shout out Beck.
I think you went through every haircut of Beckham's.
Shout
Yeah,
out
when
all the Invergraphic listeners out there. They'll remember the mullet. They will remember the iconic mullet.
Thanks, Jake.
Well, was the face back then, was it?
Oh
Look
yeah.
at him.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't
Steve,
anything like that.
that's a
You know what I
mullet.
mean?
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
that's a
that's a
proper
mullet. That's a
That's
big
a-
mullet, a big
yeah.
country mullet. That's what that is.
Not remember everyone with the knee
That's a
cuts
proper
and that.
southern boy
Back
right
in
there.
High school, knee cuts was a version of a mullet.
Mm.
Not remembering that.
Look at
Yeah, look, that's because it's fighting against. It's annoying. I can't remember. Is it
Was that
Crow Cop? Marco Crow Cop? Yeah.
yeah. Look at wait.
I'm pretty sure he beats him.
If you can beat him.
Yeah,
beat him off the head, then fucking-
Well, to be fair, I don't imagine they'd put it in his highlights if he was going to
Yeah, I
get
know.
staunched by him, mate. I mean, he's
Unless
taking
they're
some
a big
head kicks,
fan,
like,
yeah.
but
Imagine him
yeah,
lying on
big
top of you.
big country Nelson's big.
Oh, he's
He
going
gives
out.
me Louis vibes. That's what he is. He's just. He's Louis, man.
He's out.
Oh Jesus.
Aye, he's done.
Well.
Yeah, game over.
Oh,
Wow.
So yeah, that's what
And
I mean.
that-
That's big country Nelson.
that is the definition of an athlete's body right there.
Yeah,
He
prime
looks like
male
he-
physique.
It
Doesn't
looks
come
like your
better than that.
inspiration.
Yeah, absolutely is, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see a resemblance. Do you know?
If a bro like that can be that good, muscles and all that rest of the
If you
stuff
had
mean
my
nothing.
mullet,
He's
Mate.
got a build on him.
You've got to be thick.
if you had my mullet and your build of high school,
Uh-huh.
that would be you.
And you sat
that
on
would
your
be me.
porch with your wee
Nah,
man.
nah,
Because to be
good.
fair, I'm like I'm just
My
over 6 feet.
shotgun.
He's like
Yeah, my
5
shotgun.
foot something.
Is he?
Yeah, he's not tall.
Okay.
Don't take that from me, man. Come on.
Well, I'm not tall.
And I am.
But yeah, he's like up there with my favourite fighters for sure.
Well, we'll move on from UFC. There is we watched another fight this week. It was the Viddal Riley fight in boxing. He was fighting Taj
Mm-hmm.
Braveheart, I believe, is his nickname. Viddal Riley's 8th fight as a professional. I know you don't know much about boxing, but
Nah.
I watch quite a lot of boxing. I enjoy it. I take an interest in him because he's KSI's trainer for the Logan Paul fight, and I've followed him since then.
Mm-hmm.
But see, from the very start, you can see that he just looks like he's another level from the other guys he's fighting.
What's the story with the other guy? Because a lot of the boxers have got like, you know, like the fighter boy that's like 2 wins,
We'll have a look at the tail.
40,000 losses and stuff like that. Or
Look
what's
at the tail of the
script?
tip. So,
Is this guy good too?
Anis Taj, age 26, fighting
Oh, 5 and
fights
2.
9, 1-7,
Oh,
5 by KO, only lost
only
2.
lost 2. Oh, that's fair
Mhm.
enough then.
And he has had an extensive amateur career, same as Viddal.
Stone as well.
14 songs.
Wow.
Yeah, here that's fair.
And let's see.
Yeah, I didn't. That's
See
actually not
Viddal's.
that bad.
And Viddal, they've both had extensive amateur careers.
Is
Vidal's
Viddal-
been a national champion, loads of titles all over England.
Vidal's unbeaten, is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
unbeaten. I think he's had 4 knockouts before this fight.
And what is it? 8 fights?
7 fights, 4 knockouts, 3 decisions. This is his 8th fight. And it was kind of like, I wouldn't say it was more of a test, but it was, he was showing his level to Sky Sports, because he's been put on Sky Sports and they're pushing him quite hard.
Yeah, I'm surprised considering the push that they're like trying to give for him, that they've given him somebody that's 5-2. I thought they'd have gone the other way around.
But you can see why. If you watching the highlights, you can see he's fast.
Yeah,
he's agile. He moves. He barely gets hit, and when he does, it doesn't look like it phases him much.
I hope it's a credit to him in that he doesn't want to just fight like shite guys. You know what I mean? Like, he's wanting to fight guys that are decent to actually prove himself, rather than just
I believe
getting a load of fights under his belt,
Yeah.
fighting
See
like
that right hand? That was
nobody's.
mad. But he did say after this fight that he wanted titles at the end of the year. He's going to be active this year, so
Titles? Do you not have to do like
titles.
power of fights before you're getting titles?
Yeah, but
in
there's
boxing
loads of
these
titles
days?
in boxing. Remember this. There's
Yeah,
loads of titles in
actually.
boxing.
Up with them.
WEC,
Yeah.
WBC, WBO,
And
whatever.
he's not shooting for
WWE,
those type of titles.
WWF. Let's go!
He's not shooting for those type of titles. You know, he's shooting for like a English champion, a British champion. You know, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then start off there, because a title's a title, man.
Yeah, I thought you meant like one of the belts.
He's obviously going to work his way up,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but he's been getting a lot of flowers from professional fighters. Like his dad's a bit of a beast. He trained True Geordie, and his dad trained True Geordie when he was doing his comeback
I didn't
thing.
even realise he boxed.
He's just doing it for mental health and stuff, which is a good reason to do it.
100%.
Get yourself fit and that, and
100%.
help him. But we're watching it here. This boy came to fight. Taj came to fight. He
Oh.
took bangs and he was going like he was. He's not,
But you do see the like you actually see the experience level
He's
is
taking shots. Yeah,
yeah.
fair play to him.
like
totally
Viddal's so
different.
intelligent, so intelligent.
And he's a very smart boxer.
yeah.
Yeah.
See it night and day, but
His footwork's
it's-
unbelievable.
One of the
Yeah.
other problems is who wants to fight him. Like, not a lot of boxers. Like, he'll be looking for them big money fights, whatever, for titles.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a case of finding that right opponent, like the opponent that wants to fight him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it seems
There
like
will be
Tough
boys
one,
coming to
but
fight him. There will be.
it seems like a lot of the boxing stuff today is like it's becoming it's having a shift over it being more about name than actual record as well. Sometimes
Well,
like
that-
the more
Yeah.
important guys.
Sometimes.
So
yeah.
he's probably going to want to fight people that are known and good, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if that's the case. I think he just wants to fight the best, and he said
Yeah.
he wants to work his way up. But I know what you're saying, and because he's got a big name off the back, I wouldn't say off the back of KSI, but KSI helped him. He's been pushed forward a lot more. But the fact of the matter is, he's really like he was a boxer before he was KSI's friend and trainer. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
been a boxer for years, so he was always this good.
Yeah, if anything, having to spend that much time with KSI will have made him not progress as much. You know what I mean? So if he's that
he
good
took
anyway,
time off his career
Yeah,
to
to
do the
help him.
KSI thing. So if anything, he's only like 23 or so.
He did say that he benefited from coming out and helping KSI. He's seen the sport from a
Yeah,
different
built a label and everything as well off it. You know, built a he's
Yeah.
called The Realist.
Uh-huh.
He's got a YouTube channel. Yeah, he's quite good.
what is it for? Like, what does he do? Just like
He just
doing
does YouTube
just his life.
Yeah, he just does YouTube content. Like he reacts to some fights, YouTube fights. He gives his thoughts on. He breaks down some fights. And he gives his thoughts on some fights that have happened. Mostly it's boxing content and
Mhm.
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But yeah,
Okay. Here's Salt
Salt
Pappy.
Pappy in the
It is
crowd.
my boy, absolute
Yeah,
legend.
Number one fan.
Salt
Absolute
Pappy from
legend.
the Misfits
Mad
boxing,
respect.
the Influencer boxing. In the crowd watching Vidal O'Reilly. I think there was a few of them there. Halal Ham. I don't know if many people know who these people are, but from the influencer world.
I've not got a Scooby. I know who Salt Pappy is because he's an absolute legend, but that's it. Actually, to be
Oh,
fair,
but
I've made
yeah,
my
he's
I've made
a
I've
good
made my
boxer.
feelings of Salt Pappy very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Salt Pappy.
Especially in the
is-
last one. In the last podcast.
Legend.
No, I don't think that one. We didn't talk about that one. That one never got put out.
Oh, I thought we,
That
Do
bit.
not.
we brought it
Well, in
at
that
the
case,
end.
I love Salt Pappy.
You can say it now.
Absolute legend.
I'll get left. Yeah.
Absolute legend.
But they all show up for Vidal because they know how good he is as well.
Is it because he's got like obviously like you're saying if he makes YouTube and that he's a bit of an influencer himself. So
He is a little bit, but like if you watch him, right? if you watch him and you listen to him, he's very humble and
Yeah.
he seems very down to earth, and that comes from his father, because his father's a hardcore man. Like, he trains hard. He
Is
pushes-
his dad a boxer?
Yeah, his dad was a good boxer, never made it, and his son's probably gonna.
It's
said
looking
he-
like it from what you're saying. Like,
He's saying that his dad says he was not put on this earth to be world champion. He was put on this earth to train a world champion.
his
So-
dad said that about himself.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's Danaher vibes.
Yeah. Good old
So
John.
he's
Danaher.
exactly the same. He says he knew he never.
He says,
never
I
be-
wasn't good enough to do it, but my son will be.
Mhm.
So he says, I don't want to do something unless I'm going to be the best in the world at it. And he's got dodgy knees, so he says, if I can't be the best grappler in the
teach
world,
the
I'll
best.
be the best coach in
Yeah.
the world. And
Nice.
fucking is like he
Yeah.
is. I'll tell you.
Mm.
I know you're kind of rocking his vibes today with your sliders on.
Oh, no, I'm one
next.
rash guard away from being Craig Danaher. Like a few belts away as well too. But that's besides the point.
But yeah, back to the Vidal fight. He's piecing up this Taj boy here.
Although Vidal looks really tired in this round. Like, second round in and he already looks gassed.
He's throwing bombs. I think
Yeah,
he's trying to
yeah.
get him out. He's trying to get him out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's also just like the style of him, but I did see a bit of a clip from
Look how
round
much-
3 at one point, and he's very like slopping and stuff like that when
Showing
he's
off.
fighting. But I
Yeah.
don't know if it's
Showboating.
just his
It's like a
style.
laid-back approach.
Yeah.
Like I understand what you mean.
He was styling on him. He
Mhm.
ended up styling on him. Right here, like, he starts landing bangs, and Taj is just missing, and he does clip him once. He feels it.
Yeah.
But
He
like,
does look-
Taj hasn't stopped coming forward. He's looking to push forward, but every time he walks forward, that jab's there. And
Yeah.
that jab bangs him.
He just takes it and walks with it
It's
as
not-
well. Yeah, he just
it's-
takes the shot and goes.
Well, the jab's not there as, like, get away from you. That's putting serious
fair,
damage
he's-
on him. Look
yeah,
at the head
like,
back.
Taj is throwing them.
Yeah,
Like,
he's going for it.
Those are
they are
bangs,
death
man.
punches.
It was a this was a really good fight. A really good fight. I'm glad it only went 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Because it was a really good fight, and it was just warming up.
The light's unfortunate for that shiny bald spot right in the middle
Yeah.
of the dude's head. though.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Be the next fighter on his way to Turkey.
Yeah, it's flicking around his head like a little brown wispy crown, man. It looks hilarious.
And 26 as well.
Is he really?
Well, we saw that too. He's 26.
Oh yeah, so he was
Younger than all of us, man.
younger than all of us. That's rough.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
All the times we're getting hit in the back of the head, man.
I don't know.
Well, see, he does land. Like, Taj does land a good few shots. Boom. Look at
Yeah,
that
he is a
head
good
banging back.
boxer. Like
Soaks him
he is a
up
good
well.
boxer. Yeah.
And then he does take a lot of punishment in this round.
Yeah, like I don't know a lot about boxing, but he does look good. Like
Just keeping, he's
Oh,
just moving
Jesus.
around him. He's not
Mhm.
staying in straight lines. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
if you watch
Short as
Vidal,
hell,
he's constantly moving. Like, he is not staying still.
Mhm.
That his head's not on the center line. He's moving it.
And
moving
he's
his head.
just staying out of his reach.
Yeah. Backing off, and as soon as the shot comes in, it's a bang,
Yeah, and move. There we go.
bang over the top of the right. Boom. Yeah, he's good, man. He's very good.
Yeah, it's actually
Looking
really
forward to
good
seeing
watch.
him. Yeah, this was a really good fight. I'm looking
Mhm.
forward to him going forward and watching the rest of his career. Boom. That was
Aye, they're
thrown
Oh
forward.
my
Throwing
goodness! Did
death
you see
punches
that?
Here. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
man.
absolutely that was one of them sweat ones where you see the sweat flick
Look
off
at
the
the
top of
boy's
their
eye.
head.
He's bashed open
Oh.
the
Yeah,
he
boy
cut him
top of the eye.
He is bleeding badly.
It was a big bomb, that
Do
one.
you know what? I shot with a glove. What's that? 10-ounce or 12-ounce gloves or something like that. I shot like 12-ounce gloves. I shot hard enough to rip his eye open that wide. That's pretty good. Like
Yeah.
that's a pretty hard
Yeah,
shot.
that's
Like.
a deep cut.
back.
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
he's
need to watch.
ripped his eye clean open.
You need to watch the highlights of this fight. Vidal Riley versus Taj.
Yeah.
It
Aye,
was.
You can see him
a
showboating
banger.
now because he knows.
Yeah, you can see he's
yeah.
bust him clean
Right.
open. So he's like, right, let's just.
Yeah.
Taj
I'm
is
saying this,
Taj is
can walk
bang-
out of that fight like proud.
Yeah.
Taj is banging on his chest, giving the warrior mentality and all that.
Yeah.
But he's playing right into Vidal's book. Like,
Yeah. Like he does not give in. Like he only stops because he has to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like he's fully ready and keen to carry on going.
he would have gone out
Yeah,
on a
and
shield.
he'd have gone another 5 rounds and nae bother.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that. He probably would have got knocked out. It looked like it was
I
going
don't know.
that way.
Like he looks like but it looks to me like he was just gonna keep taking them. That was
Okay,
a
I'm-
juggernaut, man. Just walking into them.
Yeah, maybe. He does not look like he's got any thought of
No,
stopping.
like the hardness of that shot that ripped open his eye, and he flicked his head and then straight away started
There
walking.
was only
forward
so
again.
much damage.
Yeah,
you
he
could
didn't
take,
even
man.
he didn't even flinch at it.
Here, that is the Scottish mentality, though.
Is he Scottish?
Yeah,
to be
he
fair?
Nah,
is
but he's
Scottish.
called Braveheart. Oh, is he
No,
Scottish?
yeah,
Oh, he's
look,
got a Scotland
check,
flag.
yeah.
To be fair.
Oh my god, he is.
Yeah.
And I'll be bashing him this whole time. I'm a terrible person.
Oh,
I'm
Just
not.
because
Being,
you
I'm
love
not.
KSI.
in that
I've
case,
not been bashing him. to be
Riley's
fair.
boxing's trash, and it was a lucky KO.
Yeah. I'm on the Scots.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll
I
book
mean,
a
he is
bath
called
and all that.
Braveheart for a reason.
Yeah, I did think that was weird when he came out to the Braveheart theme tune.
Braveheart?
Braveheart?
Yeah.
It was a brave fart.
Huh.
Did the mic pick it up?
Probably.
Shit myself.
I'm gonna lose my job.
Sorry.
Last 10 seconds of this round.
You see big bangs getting thrown still.
Yeah.
Vidal doesn't look. I don't think he looks
Yeah,
tired.
well,
He's
he's-
flaunting on him.
Yeah, he's
I
definitely.
think it's maybe just the like some boxers have that open mouth breathing style, but obviously you're always
I
told
do.
you're always told to try and breathe through your nose and that. So
But
some people boxers just I think it just looks like they're tired because they have that open mouth.
Yeah. They I think now they're training with everyone trains with a gum shield in for that reason.
But I think that's why you're supposed to try and breathe through
Yeah.
your nose because your gum shield takes in too much of your mouth. You don't want to try and really rely on mouth breathing.
All right.
Like if you're in a like that's why you see when
Oh,
fighters you can tell when fighters are like tired in the UFC because then they start walking around they're like that, and they're
Right.
like breathing in and out of their mouth, throwing shots like because they can't keep the breath. Obviously, it's not a case of like if you're fighting you only breathe through your nose. You know what I mean? You're gonna do like mixtures of the two of them and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
you're supposed to get good at breathing through your nose.
Well, that was.
They say you're not supposed to breathe through your mouth at all. I suppose you're supposed to do all your
I
breathing through
just
your
can't
nose.
do that.
Yeah, I know.
I just can't do that. See
I
when
don't know
was
if that's true. Like that was just something I read.
doing- just,
Apparently.
see when I used to do cross country and that, I just could not breathe through my nose. I don't know if it was because I had a.
But
cleft
you're always
palate.
told what is it in through the nose, out through the
Yeah,
mouth.
I know, but I
Mhm.
just can't do it, man.
It feels awful.
It requires
Yeah.
too much effort doing that.
Yeah, I don't think it
I'm
feels
too
good.
lazy for that.
It's just when you think about doing it,
Yeah.
and it feels weird when you think about doing it. But naturally, you could probably fine. But when you think about it, you're like, I'm taking too much air in my nose. That's what it is. There's just too much air going up there. It's too big. Anyway,
Back on topic.
yeah, but no, I think that was most of the things we wanted to cover
Mhm.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah, enjoyed that.
I probably won't watch a lot more. Like it's not something that I like. There's always cage fighting on when there's boxing on, so
Yeah.
I always choose to watch that instead. But I mean, to be fair, if you're gonna watch it here, I'd imagine I'll be watching it at some point.
Well, I'm gonna
if it's
do a lot
be
more.
fighting. Yeah.
I'm going to try and get into the watch along scene. So, setting up with the cameras, watching the reacting to the fights live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Because
would
see,
be good.
sometimes when there's a big knockout, and I'm sitting in here watching it, I go mad.
Screaming.
Yeah, I mean,
The place
yeah.
gets screamed down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was watching, it wasn't even something that big. What was I watching? I was watching a grappling event on my phone, had literally just gotten it, and was like sitting in the living room watching the phone with her and got so hyped that I just launched it across the living room, like without
Yeah, so
thinking,
just-
like, so the one I was like, wow, and I was like,
to just imagine
on the
all
ground,
of
yeah,
us
you know what
sat
I mean,
here
in
together
here.
doing
Oh, it
mad,
would.
it'd be
it.
mad.
It'd be amazing. We bev, get wee whiskey on the go.
Crisps, drinks everywhere.
Ah, saying that, I'm gonna get a whiskey. Jake, can you pour me a whiskey for the end of the
For
the
a-
first episode?
What kind of whiskey is
Yeah,
it
I
you've
hope
got?
you're gonna
Fancy.
tip him.
I've only got Jura, to be honest. Only
Jura.
got Jura in the shed, but yeah.
Do you
It's
drink it
done
for
now.
like enjoyment or just for the punishment to your throat?
No, I actually enjoy it.
That
Yeah.
one actually tastes quite
I-
nice.
Speak to me after you've tried it, right?
Yeah.
Nah, whiskey to me is self-hatred. Eh?
What was the one
It
you
burns and
had
tastes awful.
at Ruse the other night?
Huh?
What whiskey did you have at Ruse?
Nice Jake, man.
They're in that box next to you. Sorry, what was that?
Yeah.
The what whiskey? I don't know.
It was
It
good
was
though. And I hate whiskey as well.
My brother drinks it. I'm just
can't
not
remember.
a whiskey guy. Like I don't like the taste of it at all. Any of it.
can't remember which one it was.
Here, that's some glass, by the way.
Yeah, I've got
That's an
12 of them.
absolute belter.
She
Have you actually?
Yeah, I've got 12.
Have you
of them.
got ice or do you just
I've
take
got-
it room temp?
No. I've got No, come on, boys. Listen, stop talking to me like I'm a peasant. We have some ice rocks. What is that?
That's a pint of whiskey.
Can I get? Can I
That's
get,
a homicide.
Can I get my
That is fucking hell, Jake,
I'm
man.
gonna need- It's unfortunate that nobody's going to be able to see what you've just handed me.
That's not one shot. That's not two.
What he's gone and done there is he's brimmed a gin glass. Is basically what he's done
No.
there.
We are not 15 years old at the Kipton Park drinking anymore.
Oh,
Jake,
the
right?
good
I just wanted a nip, man.
Watch it. He'll be searching up. What is it? DJ Kami up on that YouTube next.
Oh
day.
no!
Let's go, my guy.
Or a bit
Can't
of
do any DJ
Cascada.
Cam.
Get Brandon back out with his
Right,
bag.
can
The
you
tune
get-
bag.
Hold on, please. stop.
16 batteries per day.
Can you pass me the stones that are in the bag? There's a little black bag there, right?
The icy
And
stones.
can you pass me another glass and pour half that out? Jesus Christ.
Nah, just drink it.
Nah, one of you can have, Kerry, you can have the other half.
Pour a little bit, but I'm not having half. Like,
Yeah.
wait,
it's a lot,
actually, no.
man.
Wait, hang on. No, I drove here. No, I totally forgot about that.
Steve, you're just gonna need to drink it.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to down that one. Like,
Can you get me in gin for the next one?
You want gin?
Yeah, I'll
Sorry,
have gin.
I can get some gin in for you.
Ooh.
Yeah, no worries.
I was gonna say what
No,
can I
you're
have,
no
but I
rec-
can't think of something. Do you know what? When I went on
Dalmore.
holiday to
It was
Turkey,
Dalmore
It
I
was
had.
actually.
It
Is
was
that
done-
because it has it on the glass?
Yeah, and I've got 12 Dalmore glasses, and yeah, it was the one I
Yeah,
had.
it was really nice.
we had a cocktail that I would like to drink again when we were in Turkey. It was called the Boss Man Special. It almost felt like, hey, Boss Man. Like Boss Man Special, so it was called. It's funny, but it was like, I don't even know what it was in, but it tasted slamming. It was a breakfast cocktail, you know, it was like creamy and stuff.
Where were you?
It was one of those drinks that you can drink first thing in the morning.
weren't
Turkey.
you?
Oh, nice. The Boss Man Central.
Boss Man Special.
Boss Man
Man
Special
Central.
in the Boss Man Central.
Yeah, that was good. Like,
Well,
yeah, nah.
I think we'll wrap it up there, guys. But cheers
Cheers.
for coming on the first episode of the podcast.
Yeah, cheers, you were my Capri Sun. What is it?
Yeah,
I've just got
Getting
a
out.
ton of Red Bull because I'm a mink.
at this time of night and that as well.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for coming.
Yeah, no,
No,
thanks.
So
Thank
we'll
you
catch
for
you in the
inviting us
next
back
episode.
on.
Yeah, well, anytime we'll be back. These guys will be back regularly. We're all friends, so they'll hop around again. Hoping to get some interviews done. Maybe in the coming months, I'll try and schedule in some interviews with people.
Yeah.
And do a more formal type of podcast. But in the meantime, there will be these podcasts where we are just chatting about what's happened at the weekend, things that have been going on, and we'll just have a laugh as well. We'll get better at it again.
Yeah.
But here's to the
Step
next
at a
one.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Steve.
Thanks
Cheers.
very much.
Pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers.